In the next few minutes, you'll be able to create this interaction in Framer. Without wasting any much time, let's jump into the Framer file. So this is our Framer file. As you can see, this is the only stuff we have here. So we're going to create exactly what you saw here in Framer. This interaction whereby when you hover, you can see the button comes up that you could toggle among the pictures and everything that you see here. I'm going to create it in Framer. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is to click on your keyboard F and then create a frame. For my frame, I'll just put it 38 and 350, and let me just change the color so that it is noticeable. Yeah, this is more like it. Let's put the text. As you can see, these are the text, but I think I'm just gonna skip this. I'm just gonna put the name, the place, the date, and the price. So yeah, so we're gonna start with you could come here and click text, or you could click on your keyboard T, and that helps you. So let's say London, United Kingdom. Yeah, and let's duplicate it. So you duplicate by clicking on the text, and then hold your control and on Mac it will be command and D. So yeah, so you command and D 3 times because we want 3 texts: the name, the date, and the price. So we'll come over here and then we just change it to March 21st to 25th. Yeah, let me see the okay. Yeah, that's it. And then we change the price. So let's say 1009. Yeah. Now you might be wondering, why am I just doing it like just duplicating? Is because the first thing you have to do, or the way I proceed with my design, is to just get all of the elements, just drop them, just put them on the page, and then you can start adjusting them and making them fit. So that's what I'm doing now. So it's a very nice way of doing things. So let me just change the text color and make this bold or semi-bold. Change the color to be light, and this, the price is bold but the text isn't, the night isn't. So we just do that. So let's change the entire color first and make this semi-bold, and there you have it. So we've gotten that part done. So as you can see, this rating is stacked. That is, the star icon and the rating number is stacked. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to duplicate this. Let's just put it down and then click on it and then click on add stack. So whenever you click on add stack, Framer always set the width to be fill. So just come over here to the side and go to the width and set it to be fit. After that, we need the icon, so we just go to insert and then go over to icons. I love phosphor. I would say I love phosphor. Just drag it down and then copy it and then go to this stack. Let's just call this stack rating. You have to click on the stack that you've created and then click on Ctrl V, Command V. Then let's delete the other one that is not inside. So there you have it. So let's go to the search to change it to star. But why me? I just say star because I think that's it. So that's star. and it is filled. If we notice, it is filled. So let's change the color to be bold and also change the text color to be bold. So let's reduce it to something like 24. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's reduce this to be 15. Let's reduce the text to be 15. Yeah, because I checked, they're actually using 15. Or the text here are 15 pixels, so let's use 15. That's it. Or let's reduce this to 20. It still looks big. And then let's make this to be semi-bold. There you have it. So now we've gotten all the text. So let's just arrange, because as you can see, this is arranged to the left while this is arranged at the right side. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to click all the text that are positioned to the left. Just click on them, like come over here. You could click on them, or you can click on them here and hold shift down. Then you click on the next one, hold shift down. Just keep your hand on shift and click on the three of them, and then right click and add stack. As always, it will set it to fill. Don't worry, come over and set it to fit. And come over here. So we've created this stack. Let's call this stack left. Alright, and let's align it to the left, or to the start as frame I will call it, but why I like putting it as left, and reduce the gap to be 4. Yeah, that's it. So let's say 5 star, 4.88. Yeah, let's put that. And the gap is quite much. Let's reduce the gap to be like 2 or 4. Let's put 4. Yeah, 4 is okay. Alright, as you can see, we're almost there. So we just click on the stack that we've named left, and click on the ratings, and then right click and add another stack and call it container, or call it content. Let's call it content. And as always, click on fit, and then go to the direction and change the direction to be left, and make the alignment to be top. So there you have it. We've created this text that you see over here. Now let's combine it with the image. So let's create, like, this is the frame. We've created this frame. Then let's just add a stack on it and call the stack image, and call this image 1 because of there are several images. And let's just make the width to be fit, and then click on the image, and then click on the content and add a stack to them again. And as always, make it to be fit. And now over the stack, we can just call this property container, property card. Yeah, so when you have clicked it, as you can see, this is not positioned to the left. So we just come to align and position it to the left, and this is supposed to be at the edge over here. Don't worry about that. We just come to content, click on it and click on left, and set the left to be fill. Okay, sorry. We have to first of all make the content to be set to fill. Yeah, and that's it. So you've done that. So as you can see, we've created something as similar to this. So I think theirs is a bit smaller in terms of the size. Don't worry, we will adjust that shortly. So the gap, let's see the space. Okay, let's come to the property curve and let's make ours to be like 12 here. 12 is okay, and let's give a radius of like 8 or 12. Let's put 12 here. There you have it. So let's make for us to be able to see how it will look where there are other cards, let's try and create a container of several cards and let's see how it looks like. So let's add a stack to the property card, then call this container, and then duplicate this multiple times, like let's say 3 times or 4 times is better. And then in each of them, because each of them are set to fill currently, so just set them to fill. Let's just click on all of them and set all of them to fill. And now let's put the padding at the top, let's say 50, and at the side let's put everything to be 50 here. There you have it. So as you could see, these property cards are looking quite weird. Okay, that's because the images are not set to fit. So let's change that and let's set it to fill. Yes, so let's change that and set it to fill. Wait, okay, fill. Alright, that's good. So let's do that for the other cards. So I actually do my design. I build everything in Framer. Framer is so easy that I don't actually use Figma anymore. It's super easy. I don't even use Figma anymore to do my design. I just design and build in Framer. That's how easy it is. So let's put a gap of 24. Yeah, let's look at how it looks like. Okay. But there's something, as you can see, it's just shrinking. I want everything to rise and go small together. So I know how to do that. So let me show you how you do that. So just come to your property image. So let's set this to be fixed and put it and lock the aspect ratio, and also do same, lock the aspect ratio and set this to be fill. Don't worry about that. Let's do it for all of them. Okay, I have done all, but here this is looking weird. Okay, that's because it's, let's set it to 350. Okay, like why is it behaving like this? Okay, let's remove it and set this to be fill and then clip it up. Alright, so it's now good. Alright, let's see how it expands. As you can see, it's expanding. All of them is expanding at the same time and shrinking together. So this is what I'm trying to create. Yeah, you could see. So it's very responsive, unlike the other one that is just cropping the images. So this always would keep the image as it is. So that's nice. So we've done that. Let's now go into the image. So as we did in the text, whereby we just created all this and just be dumping it, let's do that for the images too. And let's do this. So we'll come to the image. I'm just going to be focused on one image, because when you're focused on one image, then you create a component and then you can do that for multiple images. The reason why I did this is so that I can view how the image, how it looks, how the container looks like. I hope you understand. How when I present it, it doesn't look weird, it looks good. So that's why I duplicated this, so that I can have a visual of it. So I look at it and I find it good. So we're just going to keep going with this. Let's see if we duplicate it 5 times, how it will look like. So it definitely will look almost similar to them. Yeah, it's almost similar to it. Yeah, it's just maybe the height is still too much. Yeah, but that's good. That's good enough. So the first thing we're going to do now is create these arrows. these clickable arrows, and then the next will be this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just come over here, click on icons, go to first four, put it here. Let's see the icon again. Okay, this is black. Okay, then you just say correct right, if I'm correct. Yeah, correct right, and make it to be black and bold. Reduce it to be like 24. I think you should make the weight to be bold, and then add a stack on it. Set it to be fit. No, set it to be fixed. Then let's make the stack to be like 40 or 32. Let's make the stack to be like 32. 32, and then go over to the radius and make it 32. Let's reduce this a bit to be 20. Okay. Okay, let's just copy it. Copy it. Click on your image, but don't click. Now let's, okay, this image, right? Let's don't put it. Let's create another container. Now let's see. Okay, we can put it inside of the image here. Just click on the image and click on Ctrl V. So you've pasted it. I know it is it has scattered it away anyway, but don't worry. Just come to your position type and set it to be absolute. So I would not put any field. So let's make the field to be white, and there you have it. So absolute, and let's pin it to be 12 pixel to the right. Yeah, and then now let's call this right and duplicate it and call the other one left, and then unpin it from the right and pin it to the left and say 12, and come to the icon. Because of the icon is still showing right, change it to be left, and there you have it. So you've gotten this. Also the, what they call this again, I've forgotten. For you to know how many images are there and the position you are within the images. So that's what we want to do now. So just let's come out again and then create the circles. So for this, I'll just create I do not like this current one, so I'm going to create my own variant. So just click on F. Yeah, after you've done that, mine will be 5 and 30 for the long one, and make it to be white 100%. Then make the radius to be 2, and then let's do 5, because for this tutorial we just want 5 images. So let's make this to be 7, the width 7, and duplicate it. Yeah, that's it. And then add everything to a stack. Click on everything and then add it to become a stack, and then make the gap into be 2. Yeah, that's more like it. And set the stack to be fit and fit. So these colors, I don't know what color we should use here. Should we use light? Yeah, let's just use the light color. I think that works. So let's click on all of them and make it light. Yeah, so that's it. So let's call this progress. Okay, progress bar. Oh yeah, let's put it progress. Yeah, let's copy it and delete this one, and let's paste it here. So click on your image, on the image container itself, and then Ctrl V. And as usual, come to your type and make it to be absolute, and then unpin it from the left, and then center it. Come here and center it first, and then pin it to the bottom. Let's pin it to the bottom and say, let's say 16. Yeah, 16 is good. Now you can see we've almost done it. It's almost identical. I don't think this color makes much sense. Let's change everything to be white and reduce the opacity to be 70. Let's make everything to be white and make the opacity to be 70. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, this is better. Definitely better. So as you can see, we've created this. Everything has been created. So now it's just for us to change this to be images. Let me just try and change this to be image. Let me go to Unsplash here. Okay, let's say property house. Alright, this looks neat and dope. Yep. This is not that visible. Don't worry, we'll do something about that. Let's see how it looks first. Let's see how everything looks. Okay. The text is still too big. Let's reduce this to be 14. Yeah, 14 or 13. Yeah. I know you might be saying, why are you reducing this stuff to be 13? And why are you not just using this said number? The truth is that, as you could notice, even Airbnb set their own font to be 15. You just have to play around and see which one works best for you. And as you can see, this works better. So it's just about playing. Don't be stuck with someone telling you one particular font size is the best font size you use, because I've seen designers do that. They just are rigid with a particular with a particular font type and won't change for anything. That's quite sad, because of the person who changed it for a reason. You don't even know why the person is using that font size, but you are just strong-headed to continue using it. So I think, yeah, this looks great. So when I make this a variant, everything will be great. So yeah, there you have it. So now, for it to be able to have this movement, that means you have to make it to become a variant. That's where you can then be able to create your interaction. So let's do that. So we just click on this and right click on it and say create component. That was strange. That was strangely weird. Please go to your layers panels and click on property and say right click on it and create property. Wow, that is why it's always good, extremely good, to label your stuff, because if I didn't label it, I wouldn't have known. Wow, that was close. I would have just ruined everything. So let's see this. Okay, no, let's still make it 12. But I don't know if it's too big. I think it's still too big. I'm just looking at it. I'm not liking how big it is. Let's reduce it to like 16. Yeah, 16 is better. And the circle to be like 24. Yeah, we need it to be small. Yeah, that's better. That's more like it. If you're liking the tutorial so far, kindly do subscribe, and because I'll be producing more of this kind of content going forward. Alright, as you can see, this is 9. So now, the weird thing is that this still looks too small. This looks too small. Let's make this 28. Sorry about that. As designers, you look at this too much and then you keep changing and changing and changing and changing. Let's make this to be 28. This will be the last change. Yeah, this is okay now. So this is the funny thing. If you come over to this place, let's go to the bottom. You see that when you are not hovering on it, it hides, and when you hover on it, it shows, and it follows it because there is nothing to click back, so the arrow back doesn't show. So that's what we want to do now. So this will be the first image. image 1. So we have to hide this 2 because it only shows when you are hovering. Now don't click on visible, no, or come here and click on hide. That will just not make it animate very well that you like it. Just come over here and reduce the opacity to the 0, and then click on it and say on hover, which is here, which is this. Click on it and say hover. On hover, you want, let's go to images over here. You want the right and left arrow to show, and that's it. Okay, not the right and left, sorry, let's off it. The right arrow to show. There you have it. So let's just try it here. So as you can see, it's showing. When you hover on it, it shows. So that's how you create it. And let's change the transition because I don't like bounce transition. I do not like bounce transition. I don't even know when I'll be able to use bounce transition. Always make your bounce transition to be 0, except you have something that you want to use your bounce transition, and then you can create it like that. So we've done that. Now it looks good. Yeah, that's great. So now let's start creating the other 5 variants now with the different images. But before we do that, you have to have 5 images. Yeah, this is the complex part. You have to have 5 images. And now let's create the 5 images now. Image 2, image 3, image 4, image 5. Wow. Think we've ruined everything, but no, we haven't. So we just have to set every one of them to be absolute. Weird. So we'll come to the position type and put absolute. Let's just do all of them to be absolute here. Yeah, absolute. Now, can we remember the number we set for each of them? I don't think I can. Honestly, don't think I can. Let me undo. Yeah, let me undo. I've forgotten the number. Okay, this is 72. Let's check this. So that's 241 and 72. Let me write that somewhere so I don't forget it. All right, 241 and 275. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then now we can undo. Now we can duplicate multiple times. Yeah. And where is the? Oh, that's great. Why are they duplicating this way? This is quite strange, but I like this duplication, honestly. But it's still strange. They're meant to shrink. Okay, I didn't set it to fill anymore. Oh, I get it now. It's not set to fill. Wow, this is much better. Using this approach is way better. Wow, I like this approach. Alright, so we just say set it to the start so that the first image starts here, then the second image, let's name it so that we don't get confused at any given time. Always name your elements, and it will save you a lot of time in the future. Alright, so as you can see, then now let's click on all of them and set all of them to be absolute. Yeah. Okay, before then, let's don't do that. Let's reduce the gap to be 0. Yeah, this is better. Alright, then now click on all of them and set them to be absolute. Yeah. Then now ensure that the first image is pinned everywhere. Okay, it can't be pinned everywhere, but it can. Okay, let's just remove this and pin it everywhere. Yeah, so it's pinned everywhere. Now the second image is just there, so it's minus 241. third minus fourth, fifth. Wow, when I was trying to create this, I didn't know that it would be as simple as this. This just is incredibly simple now. So let's click on it and click on image 2, and then we say it changed the name to the image 2. Now I believe we have to change all the images so that we know what we are doing and we are not. Let's just change all the images. So I will fast forward this process. Alright, so I've changed all the images here. So now let's proceed to where we were, and now let's click on image 1. And now, as you could remember, when you click on image 2, what do you see here? Minus 214. So that means the width is always minus 214. So always keep that in mind. So when you get here, ensure that you set your own image, your image 1. Ensure that it's clipped. Ensure it's clipped at all time. So when you have done that, then go and set it to be minus 241. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Unclip this. Yeah. So it moves it away from you, and then you come to the image 2 and then unclip here and then clip here and say 0. Then pin it everywhere. Alright, then you go to your image 3 and then you say plus 214. Yeah, this is mathematics here. So that pushes it closer, as you can see. And then go to your image 4 and say plus 214 to push it closer, and then go to your image 5 and say plus 214. Yep, that's it. So don't worry about the hover state, we'll do that later on. So we'll go to image 3, and then we do the same thing. We click on the image and ensure that we pin it, and then we say minus. Okay, let's go to image 1 and then first of all push it. Say minus 214. Click on minus 214, as you can see. So if you push it furthermore, and then you come over here and say minus 241. Oh, I'm saying 214. Always unpin it here. Why do I make that error? So come over here again, unpin this and pin this to be here and say 0. This is just nice mathematics, which is quite nice. I love mathematics in a weird way. So you come to image 4 and then you say plus, not minus, please. Let me see. Plus 241. Finally, I got it right. And you come to image 5 and say plus 241. Yeah, and that's it. So everything is moving quite well, even though you're not seeing it. It is. Yeah, it is. Image 3, image 2, image 1. Yeah, everything's moving quite well. Don't worry, just keep doing it. You get to the last stage now. So let's call this image 4. Always name your folder. So here you come and say minus 214. You push it further. Here you say minus 214. Push it further. So let me just fast forward this. So I hope you already get the jigs. So let me just fast forward this so we move quicker. And there you have it. We have completed it. Yep. And there you have it. We've done it. So now is the interaction. So we've shifted everything and ensure that everything works smoothly. So if you follow through with the way I created the first to third one, you'll be able to create the fourth and the fifth one. So I didn't want to make it that long, and that's why I fast forwarded. So let's come back here and now say click on this and click on the hover state, because if you understand, if we go back here, you understand that the hover state is only at the hover state that you can oh damn it, It's only at the hover state you can be clicking, that you have the ability to be clicking left and right. I hope you understand. When you go out, you are not seeing the arrows, and that is why over here you don't even see any arrow, because of the arrows are meant to be seen only at hover states. I hope you understand. So let's come over here and make the arrows to be visible for all of them, left and right, 100%. Let's do that for the rest. So I'll just duplicate it, so just know that we're increasing the opacity of both left and right here. And now for the final one, you won't increase the opacity for the right, only just the left, because it's the last one. I hope you understand. So that's it. And now here is the interaction. Now the thing is that your hover state you can't interact with your hover state. You can't create an interaction on your hover state. So that is the corny part, whereby most people won't be able to figure it out. You just have to come over here. Come over to your left, then click on L. Just don't worry. Click on L, and then say, okay, when I click on L, I want it to remain here. I hope you understand. That is what it means. So when you click on right, you want right to go to image 2. Yeah, so that's what you want. So you want left now to go back to image 1, and you want the right for this one, the right to go to image 3. So just keep on following me, and you see that it's quite easy. You want the left to go to image 2, and you want the right to go to image 4. Now let's proceed. Yeah, you want the left of image 4 to go to image 3, and you want the right of image 4 to go to image 5. You want the left of image 5 to go to image 4, and you want the right of image 5, even though it's not visible, to go to image 5. Because of the truth that it's not visible, it can be clicked even though you don't see it. And most times, if you do not set it to the right one, it just weirdly clicks. Now let me show you what I mean. Now let's set this to the image 1. Yeah, so automatically you won't know, you just are clicking through and just having fun, like wow. As you can see, everything is flowing well. So your arrow, you're still clicking on something. When you click on it, it takes you to image 1. So that's why you should always ensure that it's set. Sorry. Always ensure that you set it to image 5 so that it doesn't cause any error. So let's see it now. So let's see. Sorry, it takes a while to load, and always ensure that your images are very well optimized, because I just collected this from Unsplash. Most times you shouldn't do that. You should still reduce it. I'm seeing a piece of line. I'm still seeing a piece of line. That's quite weird. But before I do anything else, let me just ensure that this moves accordingly. Then I'll figure out how to do that. So now for this to function well, so that it goes with the pages. So just come to each of them and then just say 7. Reduce the opacity to be 70, and come over here and say 100 and say 30. So go to image 3 and do the same thing again. 7, opacity 70, 100, 30. So let me just fast forward it again. And there you have it. I've done all of them. So let's see how it looks like now. Yeah, it's flowing quite well. So I'm noticing a space. That means there's a space left, and that's not cool. Alright guys, I think the problem is because these are locked. I think we have to unlock each and every one of them. Yeah, let's check. So we have to unlock each and every one of them. I think it would work smoothly. Let me check. Yeah, I have to check everything individually, sadly. Yeah, the third one now will be locked, definitely. Fourth, fifth will be locked. And the fifth one, all of this will be locked. Yeah. So let's see how it is now. Alright, let's play it. As you can see, you are not seeing any space, right? No space anymore. That is it. And once you expand it, it will expand accordingly. Yeah, there you have it. We have been able to do it now. So let me just delete everything and paste everything and duplicate it. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Just delete the rest. And now you can see it. So as you can see, it's quite similar to this, and I'll be giving you the remix file. I haven't stayed this long to watch the tutorial for this long. Definitely I'll be giving you the remix file so you could actually play around with it and have fun with it. And if you like this tutorial so far, kindly do like and subscribe this video. And till I come your way next time guys, bye. And always know that your website is your #1 salesperson. Yeah guys, bye.